Okay, so this video, the screencast for RCS PTM1 Term 3 is another task. At the end of this you will send me a sheet layer with 5 viewports on it, dimensioned of a set of 3 threads. There's already a tutorial online screencast I did a couple of years ago about this. There's also a worksheet as well. It's in my book, but I'm going to go through it fairly rapidly. So there's, you can see step by step what I'm doing. So the very first thing I've already done, the treads are 200, the risers are 200, so I've made a 200 by 200 symmetrical grid. You can see here. I'm going to move to the right hand view because I'm going to draw the profile of the right hand set of treads. I've got snap on, snap the grid, so it should be, and polyline tool, so it should be a fairly simple, starting at 0, 0, going 200, 200, 200. Let's see what's happening there. It's a 3 thread. Done. I'm going to extrude that out by 1 meter, and that's me done my model. That's the threads done. Okay, next thing, I'm going to go to Tools, Organization, and I'm going to make a sheet layer called sheet number will be 1, sheet title will be 3 threads. Okay, edit the properties, set the page up. I'm going to leave it as one printer page, and I'm going to say it's going to be my printer, and it's going to be yes, A4. Okay, it's going to be a bit tight, but we'll make it A4. So there's my sheet layer there. While I'm here, I may as well do my sheet title block and border, so I've changed to my dims and notes, put that over there. And we'll use the simple spotlight simple block here. Select. Okay, that's that. Title block settings in the object info palette while it's still selected. We're going to, I need to convert to unstyled here in order to get rid of the zones around the outside, and to make the things a bit smaller. Title block, make it about 0.5 something. Okay, so that's all a bit better now. That's done. Back to my design layer again. There's my threads. I'm going to just go to top plan view, create viewport. I'm going to name it, I'm going to leave these tags on. I've kind of changed my mind about these. I'm going to make it 1 to 50. It's going to be a top plan. It's going to create it on that layer that I've already done, and off it goes. 1 to 50 is a bit small, so let's make it 1 to 25. There we go. 1 to 25 there. I'm going to double click Annotations, and I'm going to move the annotation in underneath the drawing title there. Should be, just call it plan. No, I'm going to get rid of these. I don't like them. Change my mind. So it's that simple. There's my plan view. Now I'm going to Command and D to duplicate that. Viewport. Another few times. So these are all plan view viewports at the moment. I don't want, that's the only one that should be a plan. That should be a front elevation. So with that selected, I can go over to my object info palette and choose front there. Likewise, this one should be a right one, so view can be right, and like this one here, don't want it to be top plan, I can make it left. We're going to duplicate one more, doesn't matter which one I do. We'll pull it down here. I'm going to make that a right isometric. There we go. Maybe it should be down the down there, but we'll leave it here just now for spacing. Just going to line that back up again, so they should be lined up beautifully like that. All done. Okay, going to get rid of that grid, don't like it. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 viewports of the same one object in the design layer. I'm going to annotate these now, so remember I double click on Annotations. I'm going to choose the simple annotation, click, click. That's all I need for that one. I had the wrong thing on there, I had the chain dimension, so I'll just do that again properly. I wasn't paying attention, doing too quickly. Click, click, done. That's that one done. This one here, I need to double click and go into this viewport in order to annotate this one. So we'll do click, click, and we'll maybe do a chain dimension on this side just to show that we know what we're doing with chain dimensions. Okay, that's that done. This one here, just again, just for practice, I'm going to double click Annotation. I'm going to go into the dimension. I'm going to use the baseline dimension for this one, and we'll just do click, click, double click on that. Actually, we've got that one. Let's do the top that way. We'll do that one. Double click, just to show we know what we're doing. This one here we will leave just for a second. I'm going to change the render from wireframe to OpenGL, but it doesn't have a color at the moment, so it'll still be white and a bit messy. So I'm going to go and tweak a couple of things. So back to this, looks really fuzzy at the moment, and there's already a tutorial within my Vectorworks channel about this, but not in this series. So tools organization, the reason that looks fuzzy is because our sheet layer has a raster rendering of 72. So let's just put that up to 300 and OK, and update that again, and it's nice and crisp now. Back to my design layer, I'm going to do a custom spin round. I'm going to choose my threads. I'm going to give them a nice browny sort of colour, which means that when it's rendered on the page, there'll be that kind of colour. Don't need that just now. And I'm going to do a custom viewport. So remember we talked about screen plane. So I'll choose screen plane here. I'm going to choose a circle, radius, and I'm going to go zoom into that corner there, and then go view, create viewport. Yes, I want it to be a crop, and scale, we're going to make that a bit smaller, make that 1 to 20 maybe, see what happens. So there it's coming as a cropped viewport there. We can give that a render as well, so that can be OpenGL, and if we update each of those, we can see. One of the things to note what's happening, so these are all viewports of the 3D object. That's it, pretty much done. I haven't filled in the title block, but I'm sure you can do that following the previous tutorial. What I wanted to show you was if we go back to design layer 1 again, let's choose a 3D tool, let's choose a fillet edge, let's round the noses of these off. So let's give it a 50mm. So if I do that, now some of the tools in Vectorworks you need to click a little green button, a little green tick up here. So we click on that and we rounded off the nose of all those there. The great thing about doing 3D and then representing it onto the sheet layer is if I go back to my sheet layer again, you'll see that all my drawings are showing the rounded. There's the rounded left and rights, the top, the plan view with its rounded, and the front view with its rounded noses. These two aren't showing because they need to update. I can view, update all viewports with one click here, and that'll show rounded there, and rounded there. I don't know why that glitched there. So that's what I want you to send me. I want you to send me a sheet layer with the 3D threads. You don't have to do exactly the same kind of rounding on the noses as I did, but I want to see the annotations within the correct viewports. So the reason that they're in the right viewports is that if I can click on any one of them, the dimensions will come with the viewport. That's a good thing for you to check yourself. Make sure you don't want to have, if I click on that and do it wrong and I dimension this, I don't know why I would, but if I dimension this one here, so I've done that doubly badly, then it means if I move the top one, those dimensions come with it because they're associated with it. Okay, so make sure you don't do that. Put that back. Everything should be lined up. This is called third angle projection. If you're not aware of this, then go and have a look for third angle projection, meaning that these are almost like fold lines. I could fold this right one back away from me and it would be the side of this front elevation. Likewise, I could fold that one away from me and it would be the left hand side, and that is the top, and that would fold away from me again from this edge to be the top. So this would, you could kind of put that onto there, and that onto there, and that onto there. You could cut that out and fold it into the shape, if that kind of makes sense. Just space these back out again. Okay, so I want you to send me, each of you, an A4 PDF of a 3 set of treads, which is a 200 riser by 200 tread. I want a rendered isometric. I want a close-up detail using a sheet layer crop, and I want the top plan elevation or front and right and left angled correctly, a border with your name and stuff on it. Okay, I shall look forward to receiving those in my inbox. Enjoy.